Do you think these kind of abortion bills make a better society for women?
Yes.
Det är dag 1 på våran roadtrip. Och klockan är väl typ 8 på morgonen, jag vet inte riktigt. Jag vaknade 4 av en brutal jetlag och bara, nu ska jag kliva upp. Men det var ju bara min svenska klocka inombords som tyckte att det var dags för att det var lunchtid hemma. Vi har valt att kalla den här resan för roadtrip för att lagen om abort i USA heter Roe vs. Wade. Där Roe står för den okända kvinnan som vill ha rätt till sin egen kropp. Och med tanke på allting som händer i USA just nu, där delstat efter delstat sätter liksom förbud mot abort i olika veckor, så kände vi liksom att vi behöver åka hit och prata med människor och fråga, vad är det som försiggår? Nej, men för från vårt svenska perspektiv så är det här kanske extremt konstigt och sjukt, men man får inte glömma att den amerikanska södern lever och fungerar på ett helt annat sätt. Och exakt här i Louisiana så signerade guvernören för en vecka sedan en heartbeat bill, vilket innebär att det är förbjudet med abort efter vecka 6, alltså ungefär när ett hjärtslag kan upptäckas i fostret. Vilket också är en vecka där väldigt, väldigt få kvinnor vet om att de är gravida. Och det här mötte ju å ena sidan jättemycket hurrarop, eller vad fan säger man? Ja, det fanns en hejaklack när det kom till detta. Och å andra sidan extremt mycket motstånd och kritik. Så att vi ska försöka ta reda på hur människor egentligen känner och hur det kom sig att det blev så här. Och idag ska vi iväg och träffa de som faktiskt är pro-life, som menar på att hjärtslagen före allt. Och det ska bli så jävla spännande.
Nu ska vi träffa de som har starkast känslor kring det här och det kommer bli så intressant.
Men du träffade ju någon på gymmet i morse.
Ja.
Kan du berätta mer?
Han bara, jag vet ju själv inte vad jag skulle göra i en situation om någon av mina döttrar blev våldtagna och gravida så här, för att i grund och botten så är jag emot abort för jag är väldigt religiös. Men jag kan inte svara på hur jag skulle hantera den situationen förrän den situationen kommer. Ja. Han tyckte i alla fall det var jätteintressant att vi skulle rapportera om det här och jag tyckte att det var en bra idé.
Det tycker vi också. Vi är alltså utanför Louisiana Right to Life. Ja, där vi ska träffa abortmotståndare. Vilket känns jävla spännande för att det här är någonting som vi kanske inte riktigt är så van. Eller?
Inte alls vana, och de är ju bland annat ute och predikar. För att många abortmotståndare hävdar ju liksom att abort är någonting som prackas på kvinnor liksom. Så att det nästan blir omvänt på det sättet.
Ja, det ska bli skitspännande i alla fall. Vi ska bara ta oss ut i regnet nu, så bye.
Vilket utflykt.
Jättefint.
You know, because if it's legal to kill someone without a voice, right? Like, or, you know, how long is it going to be until our rights as born humans are violated? Like,
Do you think might be a start of something even worse?
Yeah, like how long until it's like not, you know, yeah, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like how long until, you know, it's legal to just kill anyone or like our rights are violated. Yeah.
What are you getting here today?
I'm getting some pro-life bumper stickers because I'm opposed to abortion.
Why are you against abortion?
I think it's murder. Because only God can create life. Not the woman, not the man. God creates life. And so you cannot take life. It's in the Bible.
Welcome to the Louisiana Right to Life office. I'd love to show y'all around. So as you walk in, you'll see our reception area, and this is where we will welcome guests as they come in, especially people in the neighborhood. If they want to drop off donations, this is often where we'll see them, and they will bring by diapers or wipes or any other supplies we can bring to local pregnancy centers to support women. And here is our kitchen, as well as a conference room area, along with a bit of a library and some of our t-shirts and fetal models as well. and some of our educational resources as well. And we'll take a little trip upstairs, and I can take y'all to the youth room in the back, which is one of my favorite rooms in the office. This is our youth room. One of our students painted this mural for us, so we have students who come to the office monthly, some even weekly, others more daily, to spend some time here, to volunteer their time and to be voices for life in their community and to do whatever they can to volunteer with us.
So being a young woman in pro-life is kind of complicated in today's society a little bit, especially with the abortion debate. And I have a lot of other women tell me that I should be very concerned about my rights being regulated by the government. But I strongly disagree with that standpoint as a woman.
Why do you disagree?
Because I believe that women are a lot stronger than what abortion has to offer. So the rights of my future children should not, be less equal than my rights. So when I go to conceive children in the future, right, I can take control of that before I conceive. But once a new life begins within me, I'm responsible and strong enough to take care of it. The rights of the woman and the unborn are always equal because they are both human. So I am interning for Mia, who is our youth programs director. So what we do is we go and we educate young people about the issue of abortion and give them biological and philosophical arguments for the rights of the unborn. Personally, I'm tired of, being a young woman in society being told that I have to have an abortion in order to be successful.
I strongly hold myself as a pro-life feminist because true feminism holds the tenets of non-discrimination, non-violence, and equality. And we know that abortion is discriminatory against the youngest and the most vulnerable of human persons. And we know that it is violence both against women and that unborn child whose life is ended. And we know that it is not equality because if we decide that the most vulnerable among us is not worthy of a protection, then how can I respect my neighbors and expect them to respect me as well in return? Our liberation as women cannot be bought with the blood of our children.
Så här du vet att du är i USA. Köpa kaffe.
Jag vill bara ha vanligt reggekaffe.
Gubben.
Den här hamsgubben.
Ja, men köp det. Prova. Ja, vi är alltså utanför en abortklinik i Baton Rouge som skulle varit öppen. Det är den inte. Vilket kanske också är talande för det här landet just nu. Men vi förstår ingenting. Det stod verkligen att den skulle vara öppen. Ser ut som en spökstad. Mitt emot den här abortkliniken så ligger ett pro-life center. Som alltså ägs av pro-life-rörelsen. Det är en klinik som istället försöker få kvinnor att behålla sina barn, att ta sig igenom de här oönskade graviditeterna. Det är hit som Taylor, som var den praktikanten som vi träffade igår, hon jobbade ju som aktivist på de här parkeringsplatserna och försökte få kvinnor att istället gå hit helt enkelt, istället för in på kliniken. Why are you outside the Delta clinic today?
To pray for the unborn and to try to get them adoption be better because I was adopted. So adoption be better, not killing. So I pray out here as much as I can and talk to these ladies. So I pray with other people here from Baton Rouge, pray for them.
So why are you against abortion?
I'm a pro-life believer. I don't believe killing babies because babies have rights to grow up. We are their voice, and they didn't do anything wrong. So we're here to protect them, get them a life. They have life too. We have choices. We need to speak out for the babies, so we're there for them.
Many people say the women have choices as well. Do you think there's a problem with forcing women to carry on with a pregnancy even if they don't want to?
You know, they have choices. That's all right with them. I'm just here to pray for them. I don't get in their business, so yes, I believe they have choices too, so I understand.
I personally am made fun of a lot in my high school, but it's something that I overcome because I do see abortion as the biggest human rights violation. It's, you know, nothing about what the culture or whatever thinks about it and can change my opinion on it. National Men for Life is a pro-life advocacy nonprofit, and our mission is to create a point of entry for men to join the fight for life in the United States. I want to see a future where abortion is both unthinkable and illegal, to where women don't feel the need to have an abortion, nor is it legal in the United States or around the world. That would be good.
Do you think we will reach that kind of future?
I do. Believe, with a lot of education, with a lot more resources, and with teamwork, we can make that possible.
Jag vet knappt hur jag ska sammanfatta de här 2 första dagarna vi har haft här i Louisiana. Men vi har fått så extremt mycket insikter och perspektiv och tankar och nya frågor efter att ha spenderat 48 timmar i en motståndsrörelse på det här sättet som vi har. Och nu ska vi vidare till Alabama. Och människor här har sagt att vi inte sett någonting förrän vi har sett det. Och vi ska alltså rakt in i USAs absolut hårdaste abortlagstiftning. Jag har ingen aning om hur det kommer att bli.
Det är tidig morgon, vår första dag här i Alabama. Min röst börjar ge upp på mig nu. Och vi ska försöka få tag på en organisation som jobbar för att föra kvinnor säkert ut ur den här delstaten för att göra aborter någon annanstans. Ja, det ska bli min frukostaktivitet.
One of the worst consequences is that you're going to have abortions, but you're going to have a lot of illegal abortions, and you're going to have a lot of women who are going to die. We were an example to the world. And with the abortion bill that it has passed as far as the civil rights of women, it seems like our rights have been taken away. Our voices have been taken away. And that's not what Alabama was about. That's not what the civil rights and human rights was all about. Again, we were an example for the world to show them of the way that it should be. We were a light. And that light has been put out with this new abortion bill that we passed here in the state of Alabama.
When you're out here, are you ever afraid for yourself?
Not yet. People tell me I ought to be afraid, but I haven't yet seen that I need to be. There are people who make me uncomfortable, but not afraid. I am standing up for a woman's right to make determination about her own future and her own body.
You're here by yourself?
Yes, by myself. God is with me. Most people wave. A few people flip me off. Mostly white men, but one white woman. Black folks don't do that. They're more courteous. And then there are the other people who come who are on the opposite side of this proposition. There are a lot of people here. My first Friday, there were probably 40 people milling around, and 2 men who would shout out at the people going in for procedures and calling out for them to repent, sin no more, not to murder their babies. They told them about fetal development. Right now, this will be the last day your child can suck its thumb. It'll be the last day your child can kick. You know, it's pretty rough.
What's the worst thing you've ever heard?
One man called out, he said, "Don't do this, they'll murder your baby, they'll cut off its head and throw its body in the garbage."
And what's the most important message you want to bring to people out here?
Oh. Don't make me a second-class citizen. Don't take my choices away. I'm a full person, so I get to make choices about me. Yeah.
I believe that our protesters know exactly what they are doing in the attempts to try and dissuade people to, access whatever their choice is. And when you see people standing outside of our gates and they have cameras or they have, all of this other stuff, it really freaks them out to feel like they're going to be put on blast on social media or something like that afterwards. And then they have to worry about, like, if they're hiding a pregnancy because of a domestic abuse situation or anything else, then they have to worry that their abuser is going to see this video and, possibly come and do worse harm. So. They are so grateful that there are other people out there who understand the situation and support them no matter what their decision is. Abortion is always going to happen, whether it's legal or not. Abortion has been around as long as there have been unwanted pregnancies, long before Roe v. Wade, long before safe medical procedures. And so the only thing that we change by making it illegal or inaccessible is we make it unsafe. And so in order to really, truly help the women that we claim that we're trying to help by making these laws, we've got to stop overriding someone's personal choice about their own body and about whether they want to continue pregnancy or continue parenthood.
My abortion saved my life without a doubt. I would not be here if I was not able to have my abortion at Planned Parenthood when I did. I was raped by a coworker 2 years ago when I was working and living in Montgomery. After that rape, I realized I was pregnant. That was the worst time. It was the worst time of my life. I remember feeling numb, a lot of it, trying to numb myself so I didn't have to feel the pain. But one thing that I do know is that I knew that I could not have that child. I knew that I was going to end that pregnancy no matter what. I would have either resorted to the abortion pills or the natural remedies that I found online, or I would have committed suicide. Because I knew that there was no way I could have that child. If this ban actually goes through and takes effect, there will be catastrophic injuries, there will be death. I think it will be devastating for women.
En 4 timmar lång bilresa senare och vi har äntligen åkt från Alabama till Mississippi. Vi är precis mitt i Jackson just nu och precis här borta så ligger Mississippis absolut sista och enda abortklinik. Och August sitter inne i bilen nu och pratar med hon som äger den och är chef över den och vi hoppas verkligen att hon låter oss komma in. Do you want to tell us what you're doing out here today?
Sure. My name's Brian. I'm a Christian, and I'm a pastor from a town about a mile away from here. And my family and I are here, and we're there's not a lot going on at the abortion clinic today. I don't know if they're doing procedures or not, but we had a day that we could come, and we wanted to just stand and we wanted to pray that God, number one, would save the lives of the children whose mothers might be tempted to bring them here, that God would change their heart and not bring them here at all. And we are praying that God would touch the hearts of the people who own the clinic, the doctors that work in the clinic, the nurses, the escorts, the clerical workers, and ultimately that God would shut down the clinic. It's the last one we have in our state, and we would like nothing more than to see it closed down. You know, nothing against anybody. We just would like to see the shedding of innocent blood stopped in our state. They're human life. Science proves it, and you just are making a living off of murdering babies. There's not really an intelligent argument that you can make to prop that up.
Can you understand that some women might feel the need of an abortion in case of like rape or incest or stuff like that?
Oh, sure, I understand that, but see, here's the problem with bringing that argument up. See, that's the less than 1% of all abortions I know in the nation, probably in the world, and that's the one that they bring up 100% of the time. Everybody brings that up. I don't agree. I mean, I understand how a woman might feel that way, but I understand that also as a human being, you and I have probably felt about doing things that we know are wrong. If somebody cuts you off in traffic, you might feel like running your car into them and, knocking them out of your lane or something, but that doesn't mean we do it because that's the wrong thing. That just proves that we're sinners and we need God to change our heart. I just don't think that two wrongs make a right.
One of the main things that they always say is, well, what about the women's perspective? But the women, they leave here just fine, but the babies inside are being ripped one limb at a time, and that's God's child, just like they are. If somebody would have ripped them limb by limb, they wouldn't be here today either. We have to think about those, things. God has a perfect plan for everybody. Every child that He places in the womb, He places them in the womb. There's a reason, there's a purpose, and that's what we believe about that.
God morgon, det är tidigt här i Jackson och vi har nu klarat 3 delstater på en vecka. Och nu ska vi återvända, vi ska köra 3 timmar till Louisiana där vi började allting. Och sen är det här över. Och jag har för mycket känslor för att ens kunna beskriva det. Det här är helt sjukt.
Well, what I've seen based on my own personal experience of having an abortion is that having her baby is always the better option, that she's able to move on with her life, whether she chooses to parent or place her baby for adoption, rather than living with the regret of abortion for the rest of her life. I feel that the baby should never pay the price for of the crime of the father, of the rapist, because the baby's the second victim. And the other thing that I've seen throughout my years of serving is that abortion adds another layer of trauma to the woman if she's had an abortion after rape, because she in her heart will know that that baby's the second victim, she was the first.
Can you be sure that a pregnancy or having a baby is the right decision for everybody?
Well, when we think about how a woman is, and also that it's a human life that's growing inside of her, apart from her body, that when she comes to make the decision about whether she's going to have that baby or not, she needs to think of that there's another human life that she has a responsibility or control for.
Ja, då har vi gjort vår sista intervju för den här resan och vi har träffat Cindy som äger, nu ska vi se så det säger det rätt, Help Pregnancy Crisis Center. Ja, det var nog det. Något sånt i alla fall. Och hon menar på att abort är ett trauma som tvingas på kvinnor. Hon menar att oavsett om du har blivit utsatt för våldtäkt eller trafficking eller sexuellt övergrepp på något sätt och blivit gravid, så är det enda rätt att ha barnet, för att annars så kommer du inte att läka. Så att det har varit spännande, intressant. Det kommer säkert finnas fler åsikter kring detta. Men nu är vi klar här, hörni, i USA. Ska vi åka hem? Okej, men vilken är den största lärdomen du tar med dig från USA?
Min största lärdom är att, vet du vad? Att liksom inte lita på allt som skrivs och vad som sägs, utan att åka till något ställe och ta reda på det själv. För att jag hade så mycket fördomar om abortsituationen i USA, och det har verkligen visat sig att den har betydligt fler perspektiv än vad vi någonsin har kunnat ana, och framförallt att det här har pågått så länge. Det här är ingenting som bara händer i år. Den lärdomen tar jag med mig.
Exakt, de här bilderna vi och ni har fått se nu utanför abortklinikerna, det har ju varit deras verklighet i års tid. Och det jag verkligen kan ta med mig är att det finns en motståndssida, det finns en förespråkarsida, och båda är lika övertygade om att de gör rätt. Att de gör rätt gentemot kvinnan, gentemot barnet, gentemot den värld vi ska leva i framåt. Och det är ju så det är bara. Men vi hoppas att ni tyckte det var kul att få följa med. Och allting vi annat har skrivit och gjort ligger länkat här nere. Ja, tack för oss.
Ja, hoppas ni vill läsa. Hej då.